Hi guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Evose's Kitchen Kronikles. This is the only kitchen where apropos is what we do. I'm your therapist. So you can tell me your darkest secrets. I promise I will not tell anyone. Understand? Yes. So on today's episode, guys, we're going to be talking about something very somehow. It's not a very controversial topic, but so many people have so many opinions on this particular topic. And my guest, oh my God, oh my Jesus. Anyways, when we come back, we're gonna see the food and we're gonna see the guests. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. Big things, like yeah. But me, fine things, like a woman now. Just look. They're gonna find baby. Oh my God. Oh my God. Stop. Oh my God. Welcome back, guys. On today's episode, and you see the building, you're supposed to know where his brain is attached to it. Please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Ruby Uche. I'm a content creator.
I thought we agreed that your name is Shilima.
Okay.
Introduce yourself again. What's your name?
Okay, hi everyone, my name is Chidima Uche. I'm a content creator and content strategist. Thank you.
You're welcome. She says she's a content creator and a strategist. You're welcome to my kitchen. In this kitchen is a safe space.
No problem.
I'm a therapist. So anything that you have done before, your present life, your past life, your future life, you can tell me.
On national TV.
It's not national now. This is a community of people. We don't judge over here.
Alright.
We will not tell anybody.
No problem.
Only this lover. Gossip me. And it's a blog Nigeria.
That's the lot already.
No, these people are confidential people. They know they loud down. But police don't find witches. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the importance of a family structure in the life of every individual. First of all, before we enter the topic, are you cool? You know when people that can cook come and sit on this chair, there is a certain persona that they don't carry along with them. How can you cook? Like, yes, I can. Sometimes you don't go well. Sometimes you don't go well. Nah, lie, no day. When they can cook, they use their white chest and tell you, yes, I can cook. What can you cook? Everything and anything.
No, not everything. I won't lie. Not everything and anything.
You don't know. So please, look at the table here. If you need to calm down, you can calm down and look at it. What do you see? What do you envision? What do you see?
Okay, I can see rice.
Forget about it.
Shrimps.
You get it.
Carrots.
You get it.
Spring onions.
You get. Oh
bell
my.
peppers,
You get it.
Butter.
Oh my
oil,
God. Oh God. She get it.
Onions. Maggi. Okay, let's not Maggi. We should call it cube. Okay. Salt. Seasoning, sha.
What do you think? What do you think is going on here?
It's corn.
It's
corn. Fried rice.
Come. I take her. You are there. Your head is there. She get it. Oh God. I know some haters are going to watch this episode. You will watch it and you will see it. Because when I call you here, you say that fresh rosemary is asparagus. Anyway, so yes, we are making shrimp fried rice. One ingredient is missing from this table. But you will see it later. It's not a secret ingredient, but you know, since there's a safe space, you know the cast things, you know the loud and all that. You know the right line. You know the cast and so guys, when we come back, we're going to start cooking and we're going to start talking. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. So, like I said before, we're going to be making shrimp fried rice. And we're going to be talking about the importance of a family structure in the life of every individual. I know some of you will now come here and say, hey, family, shut up your mouth. They don't love you for house. Rubbish. Stop this. You need to be strong. You know?
Lots of family structure, yeah.
They're not beating what is more.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, so so back to the topic of the day. What would you you come from a family, right?
Of course.
You know flour from skies. We all come from a family here. And family for us has different definitions. Like people will tell you that they met friends along the way that became their family members. Yeah. Others will tell you that family is their blood, like my papa, my mama. But our true thick or thin family is family. Other people don't have like a really strong what's the word? I don't know the word right now. Like they don't have respect for family value. So to you, what is family to you?
Well, to me, family is anyone who's used to and has a strong bond, like strong connection. My friend can be my family.
True.
Mm-hmm. We gather day. You know me, I know you. We know the nature of ourselves. So it doesn't have to be they're just related like blood or na my mama born you, na my papa born you.
So you agree that not be everybody will be your family, your papa born. Mm-hmm. And not be everybody will your papa born be your family. True.
No.
I'm glad that we can agree on that. See, this is going to be a very nice episode because we're going to agree on a lot of things. Second thing, what are family values? Like, do you have in your family? Do you have like growing up? A very important thing that we used to do for most of my life while living with my parents was morning devotion. They needed this sound every day. At a point, you don't need alarm to wake you. 5:30, 5:20. If it's too late, 5:35. You're supposed to be kneeling down in your mother's room doing morning devotion. That for us was something we always did as a family. So regardless if my mom is around, sometimes even if it's on a Sunday and we are going to church by 10 o'clock, that 5:35 alarm clock still in your body. Because this is something that you always do with your family. For other people, a very important family value for them is eating together. So if their parents are not there, they cannot eat. Yes. Their parents, if they cannot eat alone, they'll tell you that, man, I don't grow up eating alone. It brings, so that tradition brings about the value of togetherness, the value of unity. So when they quarrel for us, now food they take no. Because this one will carry a plate. And all that they know is how the food finish. Because, so for you, what are like some personal traditions or some personal values that you have learned from your family?
Okay. I think growing up, devotion was very important. But it got to a time where it wasn't just it again. You know, there are some values that people start, but somehow, the thing just scatter.
Who started?
No, for real. Back in the days, okay, let's go back in the days. People used to eat together in one plate. You share, like you eat finish first before you all share the meat, or everybody will know their own portion of the meat. But now, it's not the same. Everybody have their rooms. Everybody will just carry their food from their kitchen and just enter the room. But for me, devotion was very important while I was growing up. But not anymore. Everybody do their devotion now.
Do you still live with your parents?
No, I don't.
Do they? Yeah, you don't get that right.
So
if you say devotion is not important to you anymore, but at a point where devotion was important, that was, I can say, are you a Christian?
Yes, sir.
That should have been like a core part of your Christian journey growing up as a child. Yeah. It taught you how to pray, it taught you how to sing, it taught you that you must close your eye and concentrate on what you are doing at that particular time. Yeah. So that particular tradition of praying together impacted somehow in the person that you are today. Even if you don't do it anymore, you don't have to do it anymore for you to still have those lessons or for you to still have those things that embedded in you. Eating together. Growing up, we didn't always eat in the same plate, but we always ate at the same table or at the same time.
Yeah.
So when they are dishing the food, they don't put everybody on for individual plates. Because growing up, my sister didn't like eating with me because I used to eat like a boy. So she always complained that I'm finishing all the food. Because I used to like eating with my elder brother. So we go rush the food, we go rugged them out. But when they give me a half food, I'm eating the food as if I'm not hungry. Because if you eat it too fast, face don't change. But we still ate at the same time, just different plates. So we'll just and laugh over it, and it will be fun. It will encourage you to eat more. Like when I first started living by myself, I had eating issues because I was not used to eating alone. Even if I used to eat on my own plate, I was not used to eating like only me. I would just sit down by myself and eat. Because for a very long time I was used to eating with people around me. Maybe just my sister, one of my brother, maybe just my mom, because for sometimes it was just me and my mom at home, but we'll still eat at the same time. My mom is also doing it. So so either consciously or unconsciously, what we did in our individual families impacted one way or the other in our lives.
One thing that stood out the most is watching family series together.
Papa Ajasko and company.
Super Story, Papa
This
Ajasko, Being Our Friends, Nina Friends, and all those shows. So we are always rushing to on the generator.
8:30 like this.
Now,
like you don't need anybody to remind you. If it's Sunday, you know where to be. Tuesday, you know where to be. Sunday, you know where to be.
Exactly.
So we can all agree that as a family, as a nuclear family, because nuclear or extended, whatever you did growing up as a child, either good or bad, impacted on the person that you are today.
Yes.
So let's debate a little bit. In this pot now, we are frying our rice. I don't literally mean drowning your rice in oil. In Keshi, we added a little bit of butter, infused that with some spices, curry, thyme, and we're going to toast the rice in it. Trust me, it will elevate and change the brain. Go to table. They have come. What's your question?
Yeah. There are some ways people make fried rice, and this is the first time I'm hearing. This is the first time I'm hearing you have to fry the rice, like the raw rice.
You're not frying the rice, you're toasting the rice.
Wow.
It will infuse the flavor into the rice before you actually add water to boil it. Yes. Even if you decide not to fry the rice, whatever cooking process that involves you frying some kind of fat, be it butter, oil, or whatever, and you infuse spices, trust me, it elevates the flavor profile of whatever you're cooking. Wow. That's why when you're making stew or any food that requires a stew base like jollof rice or regular stew, whatever, you first fry the oil with onions and thyme and curry and rosemary. Some people might choose to add pepper. It just changes the entire flavor profile of whatever you're cooking as compared to adding the spices later when you've already introduced water. Because then your tasting game is going to be off. Because you have a lot of water in that pot. And if the water is not dried out to the point that you want it, your seasoning is going to be... If your water is not dried to the point where you want it, your seasoning is going to be very diluted. So you keep on adding salt and adding maggi and adding this and adding that. So when it eventually dries, the soup will not be salty. So that's why it's better to, you flavor your food step by step by step. It totally changes the flavor profile of your food. It elevates the taste, the aroma. Like it smells nice now, but it might taste bland because we've already introduced some spices and seasoning into the oil already.
Come here.
So that you can jot things down, take it away. Understand?
I'm learning actually.
So guys, when we come back, we're going to be talking about the impact on a person's psyche and emotions as per, family setting. We'll be right back. guys. So before we end, we're talking about we're talking about what family values or childhood family traditions, family values impacted on our lives now as adults. Now we are going to talk about how these same values impact on the lives of individuals as it pertains to their social development, emotional development, and psychological development. Because let's not lie, some of this rubbish you want to do for us side, always not there for us. Yes. Always not there for us. Let's I say some of the rubbish. Other rubbish you print along the way from Osakura and Osaze. That is what we do. So please, in your own opinion, how do you think family values will impact on an individual's social development?
Okay. Well, I feel this is very, very important and take a lot, like a whole lot. Because growing up as a child, you say charity begins at home.
Yeah.
And you pick the basic things that you learn from your house. You take it to the outside world to share. And that is what you imbibe as character.
You come and share it with us.
That is what you imbibe as character, and this later become a habit for you. So I think it's very, very vital. The kind of things we pick from our homes, like devotion, for instance. When you pray in the morning and all of that, it is something that I think it's transgenerational. You pass it
on to your children. Unless you don't get sense.
Unless the child say no one left for us again, you don't tire. I won't follow. What's the name of the person you want? You won't follow background. So I think family values and all of those things, they are very, very important, and it affects the psychological part of the child, or as an adult, or
even grows up to be an adult.
Yeah, even family in general. You growing up to have your own family, it speaks a lot, and socially it says a lot too. Because I know one of my friends who, all this kind of family that they tell you don't go out, I must not see your leg outside. And you end up going out to watch TV in your dad's house. When you hear the one of your dad's car, you're just...
Your mind has left you. Oh my God.
I've been there, guys.
I don't think anybody has not been there. Because growing up, it got to a point my father would lock backyard, lock front yard, put the key for Ishokoto, and take it. And go. And then something funny happened after I wrote my wedding. So when I finished secondary school, I was at home a lot. And my mother came and she was like, "You know girlfriends. You know you all wake up when they say they go greet person you. Mommy and they come. Because I want to get when they lock me for his ass. With the friends break your burglary proof and come and make friends with me at home.
And to prevent a child from being social. That's just it.
So it took me conscious efforts to say, okay, if I don't want to die lonely and miserable, I should have at least 2 friends that come to my funeral and say something good about me.
It got to a point, it got so bad that my mom would tell me, "You don't bring friends to the house, please. If you don't want to go to friends, let friends come to you.
Let friends come and visit you before you talk to microwave."
There was a particular time a friend came to visit me, and there was no food in the house, and my mom just had to prepare noodles for my friend because that was like the first person coming to visit me.
To show that you are not Antichrist. You are not from the marine kingdom. So yes, it happens. Mm-hmm. And I kind of understand that our parents were trying to shield us from some certain oshi that happens outside. Mm-hmm. Because I meet some people, I'm like, who raised you? Did you grow up in the zoo? Amongst animals? Where did you grow? Like, you enter my outside, let's say Pastor my house. Get out.
Outside.
Use the door. These are the small things that impact on a person's social development. Yeah. Like growing up, every Saturday, we all had individual chores. As so long as you sleep in that house and wake up in that house, once you don't feel the talk, don't feel the argue, don't feel the same way you speak right, you will start to. Mm-hmm. For the youngest child, started washing your socks and your underwear. Everybody sucks. No, uniform, they can help you because that's your public image. They don't go to the social family for outside. Then, when you don't outgrow socks, you're going to sweep the mop, wash bathroom and toilets. Then, I never got on the tub. But my sister and my mom always used to wash on the street.
You're boiling.
And they fetch water. Then they wash clothes. Because I don't trust you. Because I'm a better person. So, my brother also, whenever my brother comes to visit from school, we leave mopping to him. He doesn't wash clothes. So if you were sweeping, washing bathroom and toilet and mopping, you are on automatic vacation when my brother is around because you will be mopping. And as my mother and my sister, you are washing clothes, you are fetching water, you are cooking beans, and by the time the everybody's done, and when you eat, then you go sleep. So when I grew up, when I started living alone, and then I met some people that said they'll mop. You don't need to look for the dirty to see the dirty. You don't say this person never handled mop for a life before. And as much as they wash person for husbands.
Exactly.
Small thing, let it push person for husbands. Now we're going to talk about the emotional impact that certain family values have on individuals. I'll talk about self-esteem because it's something that I've witnessed a lot. Many people, especially my gender, many females, because this pertains to girls, ladies, and women, have low self-esteem because of how they were raised. They were raised in households where the girl child was a bonus, was jara, was not important. So when your brother is giving 2 meat, you are giving half. Or you're not giving at all. Yeah. Or when your brother does something, your brother can stay out late till 10, 11. And you 4 o'clock, you're already in the craze. Where are you? What are you doing outside by this time? So and I've seen some certain people that are, even as adults, and they are taking care of themselves, they are responsible for themselves, they find it hard to do certain things that either benefit them or certain things that are fun to do or whatever to do because growing up, they were not allowed to do these things. And then they fall into the hands of wrong men that further degrade them and shatter whatever is left of that small self-esteem. These are women that fall into the hands of abusive partners and don't know when to breathe because they will not ask you, where do you want me to go? If you were loved at home, where will you go? Home.
Exactly.
So please.
You remind me of one particular time growing up as a child. There was this book, Every Woman. I don't know if you know that one. The book talks about, everything biologically, physically in a woman. And I remember how my mom would keep that book. Like it's one precious gift. You can't thought if you are caught reading that book, you are dead. And then I was like 15.
That book safe.
I was like 15, 16. At that stage of my life, I believe I should have been
exposed to some certain
things. Not you telling me, when you open your laps or when you sit on a guy lap, you will get pregnant.
You might as start sitting if they touch you. Or if they greet you and you answer.
If they touch you, you will get pregnant. So, whenever she sees me with that book, I am dead. I finally in short, she never told me about the book. I did not learn anything from that book. I got to 18, the normal mature stage or age, and still, I wasn't taught anything about, this is the way you should grow up as a child, as a female child. These are the basic things you need to know. This is what you need to avoid, sex and all those kind of things. This is the proper way to do. I wasn't taught anything. I got to know about that book when I was 22. And I opened that book and I'm like, nothing. It's just a book that I know that I could have just
read and passed.
Do you get? Our parents, some of them are not trying. I'm not good at it.
Well, we are not here to count votes. Hey, she's dragging people. Please, we are not here to drag anybody. This public service announcement. So, guys, our rice has finished steaming.
Okay.
We are getting almost ready to incorporate. So, they're going to give us a few seconds when we come back. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. So I remember telling you that they have a secret ingredient here.
Something like that.
You say yes. Yeah. So in this pan, I have my cooked shrimp to one side, and I have my eggs on the other side. We are going to.
Okay, that's good, right? Okay. So what's the? I think you were meant to fry this together. What is this in the pot?
This
They are supposed to be together, yeah?
No, they're not supposed to be together.
Okay.
Reason being because the vegetables you're frying may have a lot of liquid. Okay. Now when you fry eggs in a pan that has liquid, it's gonna get soggy. So it's better you fry your eggs. Usually, this is what you do at the beginning. So you fry your eggs to the side, you fry your shrimp to the side, then you fry your vegetables and you mix it together. That way, you are preserving whatever you are preserving in the eggs. Because I don't know if you have cooked it before. And before the indomie dry, crack eggs. It's soggy, the texture is not nice. It's yama yama. True. Yes, so that's why you put the egg and the shrimp to the side. You can cook the shrimp. Sorry. Excuse me. You can fry the shrimp with the vegetables, but they advise you not to. So you either did before, or you can just push your vegetables to the side if you have enough space in your pan, and you fry your eggs or your shrimp to the corner before you mumbo jumbo everything together. This preserves the texture, and to a point, it doesn't influence the taste of the proteins. You get it now. I like you get it. Oh my god.
They don't know this.
So now we're going to incorporate now we're going to incorporate this into this before we now add the rice. This is giveaway. And what is supposed to be?
Anything else sweet.
Okay, so guys, the last 2 points that we're going to have, like we're going to touch on, is the importance of family values as regards family and cultural heritage and a person's mental health. Now, in today's world, mental health is a very touchy subject because I never pushed, oh, my mental health. Oh my God, my mental health. That's not what we're talking about. There are people that have serious mental health issues. And when you look closer, these are issues that stem from childhood. These are issues that stemmed from the things they did in their house when they were younger, when they were small, when they were growing up in their family. Let me try to think of an example. So a person, you might see some people that are extreme introverts. These are people that don't want to go anywhere. They don't want to do anything. They don't come and say, "Small my mental health." Or when you come across some kind of, I say when you come across in this life, and by talking to them alone, you're like, you grow up in a bush. Like, did people actually train you and decide that you are good enough to get into the society? You are driving me crazy, man. You're making me to go. Something as little as jumping line in a queue, something as little as not respecting constituted authorities. Like in classrooms, when you hear some people talk to a person of authority, like a teacher or a professor, people don't have mother at home. You don't have father at home. You grow up in orphanage. So please, can you build small? All of you that, oh my God. Continue, please.
People that talk about mental health, any small thing, my mental health is
mental health is
my mental health is not state. Well, speaking of cultural heritage, yeah, is that the question?
Ain't quite mental cultural heritage, but mental health, oh, joy.
But what exactly be the actual reason why people are complaining about mental health.
No, it's a new word, a new unit.
My mental health is
at stake.
on top with
Is this Gen Z?
What have you done?
The watch plate. Is it easy?
Growing up, that was like our day-to-day basics. So, what are you saying?
I don't know.
Your mental health is at stake.
Yes.
Come off it. Trash it now.
Put it in the bin!
Put it in the bin. Because we've even got into this Gen Z, right?
Hey,
no work, nothing. Come on, please. You are in Nigeria. As long as you're in this Nigeria, you will work. You will cook.
They will shout for you.
You will clean.
They will send you message.
They will send you message. So get used to it. Because there is nothing like I want to live soft life in this Nigeria.
No, you can live soft life.
You can live soft life.
But live your soft life with home training. Because I see some young people, this will not be even joke. The past few weeks I've been in the country, I've seen some young people that when they exhibit some certain characters, I begin to have goosebumps. My body starts to scratch me because you can't do half of this growing up in the house I grew up in. I'm not trying to say my parents are perfect, but there are some wicked things they did to us that shaped us. I can't go to anybody's house to tell you how. I'll tell you why. Some people wash their hair in their sink.
Some people brush in their sink.
Please, let's leave my own mental health is at stake at this point. Leave it. So yeah, talking about family and cultural heritage. I'm from Edo State. So there's something that every Edo parent that I've seen so far holds close to their hearts. And this is speaking their language. So be them from Benin, Ishan, Esako. When you see an Edo parent that has a grown-up child, and the child can speak fluently, and you're amongst your people, family members, tribes, what do they call it? Your people from your tribe, they have a certain pride in their hearts that they have been able to teach their child how to speak their language. Growing up, if my father asks you a question in English language, and you reply in English, anything will say there with this thing. Or he's not going to answer you. He will not. If you can't ask you in our language, and maybe he's not sure if tomorrow is public holiday, and he will ask you in our language, are you going to see tomorrow? And you see that purpose that telling you, no, sir. He go pretend I say no here. He go ask you again. Maybe when you hear the question for the second time, your brain will reset and recalibrate. And he will ask you again, they go school tomorrow, what be tied onto you if you still don't get the gist, and you reply him again in English. Anything where you see at that point, collect it. So for us, I learned how to speak my language from my grandmother because she stayed with us for some years and I was quite close to her. So I learned how to speak my language from her. And then whenever I'm talking on the phone with my parents, even after living away for a very long time, and my father would speak my language to me and I replied back, the conversation is so smooth, it's free from arguments, because so many things are lost in English language. Yeah. And then when I came back, and some of my uncles came to visit me, and they spoke our language to me, and I was able to speak it back without issues. They were like, you did not forget after so long. They will not tell you that they are proud of you. They will die. They tell you. But you could hear the pride in their voice. You could see the smile on their faces. And this was something that they were really happy about, that even after living away for so long, she still understands, she can still reply, she can make full sentences, she can have a full conversation. So that is a personal, like, family heritage, or like a family culture. And then my parents tried to speak to my daughter too. She understands some phrases, and they're like, yes, that's what I mean, yes, that's what I mean. And you could see the smile on their faces when they'll actually say a word or speak a sentence, and she will reply in English, there's no problem, Nagra Pikin, there's no problem, Ojoro, there's no problem, But you could actually see them, like, smile when she would reply in English, and that shows that she understood. And then, let's say reverse was the case, and I'm not able to speak it. I'm sorry, I'm calling my elder brother out. But my elder brother, he understands, but he's not so fluent in speaking. So whenever we talk, you go just the best. Madam, talk to me in English. Madam talks to me in English. Madam talks to me in English. And my mom would always laugh and say, you see your life? You see your life? She dey speak Ishan for you. You dey use English, they reply. You see your life? There's nothing actually wrong with it. And they might throw playful jabs, but you can see the little comparison, it's not vast, like the little comparison as to me speaking the language and my brother not being able to speak it perfectly. Yeah, perfectly. So for me, that's a personal family heritage that I picked up in my family. And I know it's not just for adopted parents. Like, I've seen some Igbo people abroad, they try to train their children with Igbo language because they feel like it's something that they cannot lose. It's a part of them that cannot, like, don't vanish like that and disappear. So yes, this is one particular culture or family heritage that I feel like, families should actually try not to lose, because this is our identity as who we are. You are a Nigerian first, but then whatever state you are from, this goes to show, like, even when I speak it outside, they're like, where are you from? That's a very nice language. I would like to learn it. It's a lie, they don't like to learn it. But it sounds so nice in their ears. The same way somebody speaking French you hear them speak French and you're like, oh, French is such a nice language. It is their heritage. You hear Spanish, this is their culture. So in as much as we try to go and learn Spanish and learn Chinese and learn French, we should also try to teach our children. Even teach yourself. Not only to teach person. Speak to me.
Okay, I'm going to be very honest. You are keeping my secret though. Now you talk about. I can't really speak Igbo language. But I understand. I understand very. I can't really speak. I know I can't speak at all.
That's English for I can't speak.
I can't.
Move on. Continue.
I can't really speak, but I understand. So I think when it comes to this family value, family thing, I won't say I'm a wayward child. No, wayward is not the right word.
Okay, she went astray a little bit.
I was so stubborn because I know Igbo people they have something with you using your left hand to give an elderly person something.
Every black person.
And I'm left-handed. Hello? So when I try to give them something, whenever they come to the house, like an elderly person, it's not intentional. I just do it.
Nah, like,
and I will collect costs.
You don't like your uncle, you don't like your uncle.
For real, it's not intentional. I'm left-handed, so I forget sometimes. But there's sometimes that, your parents will have to remind you that
use your right hand.
Use your right hand. But if you are left-handed, I'm sorry, if I have a child and my child is left-handed, there is nothing you can do.
Set I'm on Gen Z.
There is nothing you can do. My mother tried to take it away from me so much, but I think in some aspects she did. When it comes to writing, I can't write my left hand very well as much as I do my right hand, but I can still write with my left hand.
So what do you do with your left hand?
My left hand, I can sweep, I do everything.
I feel like writing with whichever hand you write with, that's what I would personally base your handedness on. So if you write with your right, I would automatically assume.
I was writing with the left hand, but they forced it out on me.
Your mama be the try.
They forced it out on me. I can still write with the left hand, but not as good
as your right
hand. But right now, my right hand, hallelujah, is only good for writing. That's all. But you see this left hand, any other thing.
You see this your secret too. Watch out. This love I will carry this secret.
It does. So that's one of the cultural things I know that Igbo people take seriously. You giving somebody or an elderly person something with your left hand, it's like a taboo. But if you are giving the hand from God, why try to take it away from me?
You know that this place I will dive you to, it's risky waters. I don't want to go there with you. So before you go there, wait first. So we finished incorporating everything. The rice, the veggies, the shrimp, the eggs. We are getting to my favorite part of the show, which is where we get to eat. So when we come back, we're going to have food on the table and a spoon in our hands. Well, gang, welcome back. This is the part that I like. The part where we shop the food. Because I cannot advise you on top of empty stomach. I cannot go there. Please. Help yourself. Help yourself.
This frog will have to go to this side. This side, I don't know.
No, I can't do myself.
Someone said I don't know when I'm eating.
Hey, please don't do that yet. Please. This is a child-friendly channel.
No, but I won't. Okay.
The only terms and conditions is when you finish looking my plate back. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in into this episode of Access to Kronikles. I know they are guys person. But they are nice. Internship, Emeka, Yemi, Abisola, people like. I'm not for that cause I come out and say, Bye.